right, this is part 2. We're passing my church there on the left that I mentioned earlier in the early video. Just wanted to make sure I could get these on TikTok. So we're coming now to the north end of Uptown. So I wanted everybody to see this, the construction, of course, on the right. Maybe we'll flip around here, and I'll head towards South End, which I think would be neat. And then you can maybe get a view of the city from going north to south and then going into South End. South End is a neighborhood in Charlotte that has become very trendy in the past couple of years. So we're actually getting ready to go through a section of Charlotte that isn't that nice. So I'm going to turn here on East 9th Street. We're going to cross the block, I think. And I'm going to take Tryon South again. Now we are at East 9th and what is this road? Tell me what road this is. North Church Street. Whatever it is, it runs parallel to Tryon. And I think I can cut over here on West 8th Street. Actually, let me go down to West 7th so you can actually see the side of my church. There's a really cool mural here too on the side of this building. I always thought it was cool. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. It's a Back to the Future mural, if it's still there. Yeah, it's on the far left. If I angle the camera enough, you might be able to catch it. Right there. That's pretty cool. You'll see it now when I turn left. I'm going to turn left onto West 7th. You're going to catch a glimpse of my church that we passed earlier. And then I'm going to take you guys down to South End. Take y'all. So coming into view now will be my church on the right. It's right there on the right. Kind of hard to see. By the way, this is kind of funny, and I think this is happening in a lot of towns, but as marijuana becomes more and more legal in a lot of places, it's not unusual anymore. By the way, I have no idea what that is in front of us. I don't know why that's even legal. But it has a license plate, so go figure. But as that's Duckworth's in front of us, that's another famous thing. As marijuana becomes increasingly legal, you begin to just smell it everywhere. I have people, I do rideshare, I have people get in here all the time that smell like marijuana, and it Discovery Place is on the right. That's a big, like, children's science museum. It's somewhat disconcerting to me, though, to smell it, and you have to remember that it's partially legal now. On the far right of the intersection of West 6th here is a very nice hotel called Dunhill. It's an historic hotel. It's very, very nice. I'm looking at maybe staying there soon, hopefully. It'd be really nice. We got valet parking. Charlotte's finest firefighters to our left. And approaching West 5th Street now. So we're going back the other way. So my first video was pretty much going north on Tryon. And this one is going south on Tryon. There are a lot of trendy bars in Uptown. To the left, which you can't see, is a trendy bar called Prohibition. I think they also have food there. Maybe they definitely have some like boutique cocktails. And the famous Capitol Grill, which I think is in every major city. It's kind of an upscale steakhouse. This dude not opening his door very carefully. Again, approaching Trade Street, so this is where everything shifts. You see the statues on the. You'll have to look those up. I can't quite remember what they're all about. I used to know, but I forgot. So now we're on South Tryon, going south, and now approaching West 4th Street. McCormick and Schmick's that we passed earlier is now on the right. So one of the most interesting things about Charlotte is something called the Mecklenburg Declaration, or we call it the MECDEC for short. Mecklenburg County was one of the very first counties in the country, not really the country then, but I should say the New World, that declared independence from Britain. So when you see our license plates, I'm trying to, the one you can in front of me, you can't see, but it says like First and Independence. That's what it means. We were, like, I think literally the first one, so I have to check that on me. To the left, you can't see it, it's out of the shot, but it's the original broadcast station established in 1922 for WBT, which is still around at 1110. It was the very first radio station here, hosted live country music. Now it's, unfortunately, just conservative talk shows mostly. We need more of a news station here in Charlotte, to be honest. I miss Detroit's, I think it was 950 WWJ. I missed that. Crossing over West 3rd now, Wells Fargo building is on your far left. You're getting a sense now more of the buildings. Got a little Chipotle on the right. Mimosa Grill to your far left off the screen. Get ready to cross over Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard. And as you can see, it can get pretty busy and uptown during the day. Lots of people going to and fro. Even post-COVID, it's still, and you can imagine pre-COVID, there were a lot of people up here, much more than there are now. And I remember one time I happened to be sitting in a Starbucks, and like lunch hour, and it's like it almost looked like New York City. It was like lunch hour, everybody left, and all these buildings let out, and everybody was going to lunch here and there, and I just was shocked. And then compare it now to where I have been up here during lunchtime, and it's post-COVID, it's just not the same. A lot of people still working from home, so it's much different than it used to be. So also, this is the route to right down Tryon here, because I remember the Radcliffe Flowers on the left there, and this Catholic church to the left is the route for, we have a huge Pride Parade. We have Pride here in August because of some scheduling conflicts. We're a big NASCAR town, and they do a big thing in May and June. So they moved Pride to August. In my personal opinion, I think they should move it to June because it's literally bigger than anything NASCAR has right now. But it is what it is. So take the good with the bad. Also have to the right here the Mint Museum and the Night Theater, which is a museum with a theater. It's everything you think it is. We had a mummy one time come here when I was a younger kid, like 7th or 8th grade. Going back now through the Brooklyn Village area, it's a really small section of uptown that's become a little bit trendy. So as we turn here with a little bit of a curve, look at all the cranes on the left. This is typical Charlotte. Everywhere you look, you're going to see a lot of construction. I'm going to stop it here again because apparently there's going to be a part 3.